everyone, and welcome to today's edition of the Lombardi Rules. My name is Rob Sneed, and today we're going to cover the first of 26 lessons from the world's greatest coach, Vince Lombardi. These lessons are the foundation to the leadership formula that was developed by Coach Lombardi during his time, and as we all know, to be one of the world's greatest coaches, you must have been one of the world's greatest leaders. This formula is self-knowledge, leads to character and integrity, which leads to leadership. Now, for those of you not familiar with professional football or Vince Lombardi, I want to take a moment just to list a couple of credentials. First of all, he won 5 NFL championships in 7 seasons, including 3 in a row in 1965, 66, and 67. After his death, the NFL championship Super Bowl trophy was renamed the Vince Lombardi Trophy in his honor. To this day, Vince Lombardi is considered one of the world's greatest coaches. Now, in my research, I did cover 2 very interesting personal facts about Vince Lombardi's life. The first was the discrimination that he faced as a coach. A lot of us, it'd be hard to comprehend the discrimination the Italians faced in the 50s and 60s. During the interview process for a head coaching position, Mr. Lombardi was told by a team owner that any man whose last name ends in a vowel would never be a head coach in the NFL. This experience with discrimination served him very well later in his career when he was actually called by the NFL commissioner concerned over the possible marriage of one of his African American players to a Caucasian woman. The second interesting fact I uncovered was his relationship with his God. Vince Lombardi attended Mass 365 days a year, every single day. In fact, players would find him sometimes on Sundays serving as an altar boy. One player commented that the priest would keep looking over to Vince Lombardi to make sure that he was doing it right. His relationship towards, his discipline towards his God was the foundation of Vince Lombardi's life. So now, on to rule number 1. Everyone got your pens handy? Ask yourself tough questions. Now, this is opposite of what a lot of us have been taught. CFOs have been taught all their career, ask your company the tough questions. Ask your employees the tough questions. As a company, ask your clients to reflect on your service and value that you've brought to them over the course of the year. Now that is a tough question. But Vince Lombardi says, ask yourself the tough questions. Back to the leadership formula. The first step is self-knowledge. How can we take the first step if we don't know ourselves? Let that sink in for a moment. Do you truly know yourself? Examples of tough questions could be, what is the purpose of my life? What have I done today to further that purpose? Is this a purpose that I'm committed to on a daily basis? Am I a better person than I was today? Who have I helped today? Is the world going to be better for my children because of my actions? Now, these are really tough questions. And since I've lost you all to self-reflection, let me take a moment and give you 3 pointers on how to go through this process. Number 1, get to know yourself. Take the time. Reflect. Meditate. Who do you want to be? But if you don't know who you are, you can't lead anyone. Number 2, learn from failures. Failures in our life can bring the toughest questions. If we take the time to answer them honestly, we can learn more from failure in our life than we can from successes. And number 3, don't run for the sake of running. If you're going all out and you don't know where you're headed, stop. Take a moment, relax. Ask yourself some questions. Then proceed. This has been rule number 1 of Vince Lombardi's leadership formula with Rob Sneed. Look forward to seeing you back here real soon for rule number 2. Have a great day.